Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Our next guest says parents should stop lying to their kids about money. Steve Siebold is a certified financial educator. He's also the author of this book, How Money Works. Welcome back, Steve. Great to see you.
Good to see you, Molly.
How money really works is what we want to say. And I love this short list that you have of things that parents should stop telling their kids. Because do we lie to our kids about money?
Well, I think that sometimes the conversations can be awkward in our society. We're taught really not to talk about money, that it's sort of, there's something about it. It has sort of a mystique to it. And it seems that hurts people because we never really learn how money works.
So let's go through some of these. I think you make so many good points. Number one, stop telling your kids that they're never going to be wealthy. Why?
Well, we live in the richest country in the world, and entrepreneurs and innovators have become wealthy, throughout the history of this country. And anyone can really do it that applies themselves and solves problems, large-scale problems for many people. That's all it really takes.
The next thing you say is stop teaching your kids that life is fair. Why do you think this is important?
Well, the idea that it's a level playing field is certainly not true. And I think we all learn that eventually as adults. But I think as children, we really need to, really educate our kids and say, hey, look, that some people are better at certain things than others. And it's not a level playing field. And you have to work hard and focus on as an entrepreneur or someone that wants to become financially independent. You've got to focus on solving problems and stick with your skill sets and your passion and the things you're good at.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit unfortunate, that sense of fairness that we want to have. But I think as soon as we realize life isn't just always going to be fair to us, it's an important reality check. The next thing you say is stop telling your kids they won't be able to have fun if they're focused on money.
Yeah, if you pursue your passion or your passions, and it can be very fun. It's a lot of fun focusing on things that you really enjoy and that you want to help solve problems with in society. And so you can have fun. Entrepreneurs have more fun than any group I've ever worked with and interviewed over the last 40 years. And so you can definitely have fun.
Yeah, and it's important to love what you do, I think. And I do think a lot of people, once they find what they love, they're fascinated to find that they make money doing it. Your next point is stop telling your kids that rich people are smarter. Why?
Well, over the last 37 years, I've interviewed 1,300 of the richest people in the world, face-to-face interviews over all these years, before the days of Zoom. And most of them are not any smarter than the average person. Now, there are some exceptions, but outside of the exceptions, people are typically average people, just with ambition and focus and drive. And that's really what it takes to become financially independent in a free market economy like the United States.
Ambition, focus, and drive. Interesting, because that was going to be my follow-up to that one is if they're not smarter, what are they? Maybe more ambitious, maybe a little bit more focused, maybe have a little more drive. The last one, number 5 on this list, is stop always comforting your kids. What do you mean by this one?
Well, just to have them adequately prepared for the rough and tumble world of seeking or searching for financial independence through business or through ideas or solutions to problems. Help them understand that there's going to be a lot of criticism. As soon as you don't follow a traditional path in life, there are a lot of people that come out and want to criticize you and that type of thing. So just so they're emotionally prepared for the onslaught of rejection and criticism that they'll most likely encounter along their path to financial independence.
Such a great point. One question I wanted to ask you, because it's fascinating in our country how many young people are strapped with huge student loans. I'm just interested in your thought on that, where we are maybe as a nation about this, and anything you think is important. For me, having 2 college kids and another one on the way soon, what are your thoughts about student loans?
Oh, I totally agree with you. And it's just a travesty. I mean, I think it's because we're not taught in schools how money works, which is the reason we wrote this book. And we made it simple for people to understand, for kids to understand, even teenagers at least. And because they don't understand money, they don't understand that what it's going to take to pay back $100,000 loan, student loan that is, they're paying 5.5% interest or whatever the interest rate may be. I don't think they really realize it when they're taking the loan out, how long, how many years that's going to take for the average person. I think parents really have to spend time going over what that looks like, because they could be saddled with that kind of debt for 25 years.
Absolutely. Such a great point. Steve, it's always a blast to have you on the show. Important stuff. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Molly. Great to see you.
Great to see you, too. And for more information, visit Steve's website, howmoneyworks.com. All right, stay tuned for our picture.